Today I'm going to be playing a Patreon deck from Poutsy. So this is a pretty straightforward one. We're playing a hunter deck with Maxima Blastenheimer. So to support the Maxima, we've got some big Death Rattle minions. And we don't play any small minions because it would be sad if we launched like a Dwarven Sharpshooter at the opponent's face. Since we can't play early minions, we have a bit of a secret package going on. Petting Zoo is a really strong card to support that. And we can still get some early minions with Demon Companion and Carrion Studies. I am still a little bit worried about the early game, and I do think it's a bit strange to only be playing one Darkmoon Tonk in this deck. But let's see how it goes. I'm a little bit afraid of Demon Hunter. I don't even know what Demon Hunters are popular right now. If it's aggro, maybe I could keep explosive, but whatever, I'll toss it. Demon Companion is nice. Got my explosive back anyway. Thank God I didn't get Refa here. Well, I don't think I'm playing Eaglehorn Bow next turn because I do want to play Rinling's Rifle. So there's less incentive for me to get the explosive in play here. Alright, that tells me quite a lot about his deck. I could play an Infested Goblin this turn. Yeah, probably better than hero powering. Could bow that thing. Hey, Maxima for turn 6. I guess I want to protect my goblin here. It does 2 damage a turn. Alright. Failed to protect it. Savannah Highmane. I guess I do this. I probably play Highmane before Maxima, right? Because Maxima's more of like a finisher. If I hit Darkmoon Tonk, then I just kind of like fire off a bunch of damage into a much of a board. If I hit Highmane, then Maxima's probably just worse than Highmane from hand. It's way better if I hit Plagued Proto-Drake, but that's a 1 in 3. I think it makes sense to just play Highmane here. I actually don't think his deck deals with Highmane super easily. Like, it trades with the 6/6 rush thing. Bladed Lady? Is that what it's called? Yeah. And it doesn't really die that easily to his AoE. He could have, like, Silence, Blade Dance or something to deal with it. But that's kind of his whole turn.
Just for show.
8 damage into my Highmane. Well, it looks like I'm playing Maxima here. Probably want Plagued Proto-Drake. Oh wow, just cleared his board. Okay, that was pretty good. Maybe I should be hitting with a weapon at this point. But I feel like I'm gonna play Plagued Proto-Drake next turn, and then like maybe I hit with the weapon, and then I can start playing Rinling's Rifle the following turn.
My blades are just for show.
Two Bladed Ladies. I guess it's time for that to go face. Well, I've seen it consume magic already. I don't think that was outcasted. I've seen it consume magic already, so this Proto-Drake shouldn't be too easy for him to deal with. The fact that he played that skull without outcasting it is kind of scary. Probably means that these left cards are like altruists. I don't know, things that are like weird to play. I need 10 damage. Huffer is lethal. Let's just get Huffer, easy. Not Huffer, unlucky. See what secret I can hit here. Freeze. I think I can leave that in play if I take Freeze. Although I'm setting him to 5. Misdirection's probably not the pick. I think I can just go face if I take Freeze. He probably can replay the Bladed Lady here, although maybe it's hard. But like, even if he replays it, he's just gonna die to kill command.
My blades are just for show.
He's actually just dead on board, isn't he? Well, it's optimal to kill him with kill command, so we don't have to waste the time discovering a secret with Rinling's Rifle. Alright, turn 1 carry and studies is nice. Probably don't want either of those. This is an early Plagued Proto-Drake. Demon Companion is generally better than Carry and Studies here, but if I had known that I was hitting a 2-1, I might have played Carry and Studies instead.
Hey, I got you, friend.
That is unfortunate. So I can play something on turn 5. Turn 5 seems really far away. Maybe I can get a Shimmerfly Miracle. Probably Explosive Trap is the miracle I'm looking for. Oh, or Guardian Animals. Alright. Question, do I play Deadly Shot here? Probably. Low roll. I could have played Tracking here, and it was like pretty good if I hit Explosive. But really like anything other than Explosive was not that good. On turn 4 I can track into an Eagle Horn Bow or a Animal Companion or something maybe. There's a bow, but I think I'm still starting with the tracking. Probably take the kill command, bow something this turn, and then hit with bow and kill command next turn. Feeling pretty dead though.
Hey, I got you, friend.
7 HP. Okay, I hit an explosive here. I mean, I guess I play explosive. I need to draw, like, carrion studies into teacher's pet, maybe. Oh wait, no, he has a second slice in his hand, I'm just dead. Yeah. I feel like this deck isn't so great against aggro. Not sure what we can do about that. Alright, so far I am 5-5 with this deck. Not bad. But I do want to try to make it better against aggro. Actually, before that, I want to see if there are any, like, cheap minions we can play in this deck. Like, obviously it's pretty insane if we hit, you know, like, Plagued Protodrake off Maxima. But if we hit, like, some 3-drop that does 5 damage or something, that's not that bad. Maybe I could play, like, Diving Griffin in this deck. I'd have to find something to go along with it. Mok'Nathal Lion has some synergy with our big death rattles, does a lot of damage off Maxima. But probably not that good on curve. Is this the deck where Rock Rager can shine? Probably not. But how bad is 1 health right now? Rogue, Demon Hunter. I mean, I don't know if I'm that upset if those decks are just taking 5 damage. We can maybe play Frozen Shadow Weaver. 4 damage isn't that bad off Maxima. And she's pretty useful against, like, Demon Hunter, Shaman, Rogue. Maybe not Rogue so much. Good old King Mukla is always an option. Could play Burrowing Scorpid. How good is Mortuary Machine in this meta? Against Shaman, it basically doesn't have a drawback because they're just evolving their minion anyway. Mortuary Machine? Meta? Oh, we could play Mortuary Machine and then like Oblivitron with Darkmoon Tonks? That's kind of sick. Maybe that's a different video though. Outsy did recommend that maybe Blatant Decoy could be an option. But I think it's probably a bit slow. If we're really worried about aggro, we could play Kartit Defender. I mean, it only does 3 damage off Maxima, but it does heal for 3 immediately and then leave behind a 3-1 Kartit Defender. That's like very anti-aggro for this deck though. I'm not sure if we want to go that far. Octazari is a consideration, but I don't know. I don't feel like we're really strapped for resources once we hit the Maxima turn. We're just trying to close out with damage. I wonder if Scrapyard Colossus is better than Plagued Protodrake. It's a bit more expensive to play from hand, but I don't know. I feel like the games where you play Plagued Protodrake from hand probably aren't that many. I think I do like Scrapyard Colossus over Protodrake in this deck. It allows you to kind of just like go face with the Maxima, set up like a 2-turn lethal, and then you have a 7/7 taunt to not die. I think it's better. It's close for sure. And then I think I want to cut a high main for another Darkmoon Tonk. I mean, Darkmoon Tonk is just designed for Maxima, right? Another thing we could play that I think I skipped over is Teacher's Pet. Fills in our 5 mana slot kind of nicely. Has a death rattle. But let's just stick to the big boys for now. Alright, let's look at these spells now. Alright, we could play like Arcane Shot or Rapid Fire to help with aggro. I know Palsy said they were originally playing Corrosive Breath over Flare. I guess they decided they didn't need the small removal spell. I guess the secret package is mostly fine. We don't have minions in play very often, so a lot of these aren't very usable. We could play 9 lives. Is that too slow? Probably too slow. It's not really good until after we play Maxima. Oh, we don't play Unleash the Hounds in this deck. That's probably a card we want to play. Not sure if Deadly Shot's the card I'm cutting, but we'll do that for now. So, Unleash the Hounds and like maybe some kind of removal spell is all I really found that I want to play. I don't know if I want to cut Deadly Shot. I feel like Deadly Shot's really reactive, but I mean sometimes you lose to an Edwin if you don't have it. I think I probably want to cut Flare. I don't think we need the card draw that much. Let's actually just cut Deadly Shot too. We'll go double Unleash the Hounds, and I guess Arcane Shot is probably better than Overwhelm or Rapid Fire. I guess this is fine for now. The deck was pretty well made to start with, and Maxima kind of restricts the changes we can make. Carrion Studies and Animal Companion are nice in the opener. The bow isn't too bad either. 2 bows is maybe a bit much. I could play Infested Goblin next turn. Sure. I'm not worried about getting value out of Carrion Studies. It's here to smooth out the early curve. I was kind of hoping you wouldn't attack. Would have made Eagle Hornbow a lot better this turn. Maybe I just play Animal Companion? What would I even be hoping for? I don't know. Huffer. I guess I'm supposed to value trade here, because if I don't, the Recruit can go into the Goblin and then the Murloc can go into the Huffer. So this guy coined a 2-drop and then went hero power, hero power. Interesting. This thing does have taunt, so I don't necessarily have to send the bow into the 1/1. I don't know. I wouldn't want him to like buff it with Blessing of Kings or something. I'm not really sure what I should be afraid of against this deck. Okay, well. Scrapyard Colossus? Maybe I tonk here. How much damage do I need? He's at 19, 16. And hero power this turn he's at 14. Kill command bow next turn is 8. So he's at 6. I feel like this is a tonk turn. He's just dead here sometimes. There's a batter head in my opponent's deck. Wonder if he's trading into Tonk here. Trying to race me. Kinda ugly. This definitely seems like a deck that could have some healing in it. So if I just go like bow, hero power, secrets, I don't know, that doesn't seem like it gets there very consistently. Let's just go Scrapyard Colossus. Compared to his 2 minions, I come out ahead. If only slightly. He still has to trade off in his Dormu, so this is fine. Well, this seems like a pretty easy turn. If he doesn't have healing, he's just kind of dead. Maybe the Salhet's Pride minions are useful for him here.
Reporting for duty.
No Holy Light. That was an interesting Vec. Probably Highlander if I had to guess, but I'm not really sure. Not Thrall.
For Doomhammer. Let's the hunt.
Well, Carrion Studies is good. Tracking, I think, is good. I could even keep Arcane Shot in this matchup. Just try to keep him off the board. But probably not really worth it.
Overcharged and ready to fight.
I might just want a 3-mana 4/3 this game. None of these are too impressive anyway. Could even just coin out the Albatross next turn.
On the wings of evil.
Like pointed out, it just dies to these. Probably just play Explosive here. Explosive seems pretty good. If I don't play Albatross here, my turn 5 can be a Tonk. What would I do? Just tracking plus Arcane Shot here? That's really appealing, turn 5 Tonk. But it's probably just the Albatross. I think I always want to kill minions here. Pressure Plate? I mean, Pressure Plate killing Twilight Drake would be good. But how likely is he to play a spell this turn, or even like anytime soon? Probably not very likely. Let's just go Pack Tactics. I don't really care that much about getting another Albatross, but I mean, if it makes a 3/3, that's cool. And maybe it makes a Darkmoon Tonk. Alright, makes a 3/3. This isn't even really a good evolve. Yeah, -1/-1 to his minion. Probably do just double trade into that. See what we can track into for a play. Yikes. Well, it's definitely Maxima. I guess I could skill command that thing. That's probably better than double trading, right? Question is if I hit with Rinling's rifle. I probably do. Hitting a snipe here could be really powerful. No snipe. Go for another Pack Tactics, I guess. My opponent might end up with 6 Albatrosses in deck this game.
We're gonna rip you apart.
Wow, that's pretty insane. I could have played explosive here, but he could have just gone into my minion. It's actually ridiculously risky for him to not trade into my minion there. What does this even do? 2 random friendly minions, +2/+2. So if I let this trade off, he's got 8, 10, 13, 17 damage. Alright, give me a 7/7 taunt, please. Thank you, Maxima. I do have quite a lot of damage in hand with Unleash the Hounds and Arcane Shot. Next turn I actually have mana for Unleash, Arcane Shot, Explosive Trap, and Hero Power, which could just be a lethal setup. And with Pack Tactics in play here, I have 10 health worth of taunts. I actually feel like I'm in a pretty good spot this turn.
Treasure? Loot? What more can I ask for?
He got 3 taunts. Well, I guess Unleash the Hounds isn't going face. I could play Tonk here and then trade into Convincing Infiltrator and it dies. Kind of bad though. Probably just trading into these. He's got 7, 11 damage. Should be hard for him to burst for any more than that.
I wonder.
Might just double trade, play Tonk. I'm not really worried about dying this turn.
Quickly.
None of these really do anything. Actually, I guess Rustsworn Initiate can deal damage. I'm gonna need to see 0 Reckless Rocketeers here. The exact perfect number of Reckless Rocketeers. You love to see it. Alright, so I ended up going 9 and 9 with this deck overall, which is not too bad. Unfortunately, I'm not sure that there are really many improvements I can see to make the deck. The only card we're not currently playing that maybe I would consider is the Deadly Shot that I cut during my first revision. It seemed really bad in like all of my initial games, and then of course as soon as I cut it, I ran into like 3 matchups in a row where it would have been pretty good. But, I don't know, overall I don't think I really regret cutting it too much. I still don't feel like I'm totally in love with the secret package, but there's just like so little to choose from. I was thinking about just putting Snipe in my deck, because isn't Snipe like kind of good against Shaman? They have their weapon up and they try to play something to evolve and you just snipe it. I don't know, maybe it's not that good when they have like Desert Hair and get 2 evolved things anyway. But Snipe could be decent. I don't think we can really play Snake, Pack Tactics, or Open the Cages, unfortunately. I mean, maybe we could. We do have like Carrion Studies, Demon Companion, and Petting Zoo, and now we have Unleash the Hounds. Maybe we could play some of those. I didn't really love Pressure Plate. Maybe that turns into a snake trap? I don't know, hard to say. Even if that's worth it, it's probably not much of an upgrade. Another card we could play is actually Hunter's Mark. I got a little bit sidetracked from talking about Deadly Shot. But Hunter's Mark fulfills kind of like the same role as Deadly Shot, and you don't have to worry about lackeys protecting the Edwin or something like that. And with the Unleash the Hounds that we added to the deck, Hunter's Mark is a little bit better. Unfortunately, I don't really know where we would find the room for it. One place we could maybe find room for something like that is this Savannah high main slot. We could just straight up cut the high main. 2 Darkmoon Tonk, 2 Scrapyard Colossus is probably fine for Maxima. And playing high main from hand is always kinda sad. So maybe we could do something like this. Maybe we could cut Arcane Shot for a second Hunter's Mark. Or maybe Hunter's Mark is bad, and we go for Deadly Shots here. There is a little bit of room to play around with the list, but not a whole lot. Overall though, fun deck, and thank you again to Poutsy for the Patreon support.